What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Realistic Career Mode. This is episode number 15, and we're starting today's stuff on the back of our first loss of the season at home to Eddie Howe's Magpies. 2-1 at Goodison Park, going to our following game here away on the south coast against Southampton. He only survived last year on the final day on goals scored. Yet when you talk about survival by the skin of your teeth, that is how you do it. So taking on the Saints here away from home against Nathan Jones' side. Felt heading into this game we really should be responding here with a big win, and we had the perfect start as well. Callum Hudson-Odoi's first of the season, 26 minutes in, and to start the season off, we know that Conor Gallagher coming in from Chelsea has been a revelation. Yet to really get going with Hudson-Odoi, if I'm being totally honest here, but that is an absolutely class finish, and that's what I brought him in for as well, to get me goals, to get involved on the offensive end, and as his first of the season thus far. So Southampton 0, Everton 1, perfect start to the game. But you know, in the last episode I used that quote, you live by Pickford, you die by Pickford. He had the absolute howler in the game against Newcastle to sort of get that second goal, and I guess technically that's the reason why we didn't get a point. Well, this is why you persist with Jordan Pickford. All goalkeepers are going to make mistakes, and I love the fact that goalkeeper mistakes are in FIFA nowadays, because realistically they do make mistakes. Goalkeepers aren't robots, they will make mistakes. And he made two brilliant saves in the first half, one from range and the second one coming off his line quickly to deny the man on the one-on-one, and his big goalkeeping ensured with hold on forward, a clean sheet and a 1-0 victory. That final score away at St Mary's, Southampton 0, Everton 1, and back to winning ways on the back of the loss there against Newcastle. You would have seen there was a brief injury right at the end of the game, Alan Varela going down, but not too concerned, just a bruise, and that's totally fine with me. You're going to see a lot throughout the course of this season and throughout the course of this save. A lot of players go down with knocks, but that's realistic. The reason I've increased the injury frequency and severity as well, but mainly frequency, is because we want to see injuries. You know, football, it's a long season at the top level, and you're going to see injuries from time to time, mostly little knocks here and there. So yeah, I'm happy with that. It's a good little, I was going to say, a good little injury. It's a realistic injury there, an early knock for Varela, thankfully not long term like Onana and Mavididi. So following game, taking on the U's, Cambridge United coming to Goodison Park. It's the EFL Cup last 32, taking on the lower league side, and you would have seen my system for the game. Decided to change it up and go 4-2-3-1, see how we do with a different tactic for this game here. And heading into the game, perfect start. Iliman and Dye gets his second goal in 3 games to make it 1-0, and then 14 minutes in, well, I had him playing LAM/left wing in this game, and Dele Alli, Dele Alli, the former MK Dons and Spurs man, gets his first Everton goal under my management, and then he says, I'll do it again. 37 minutes in, we whip across to the back stick, made from kind of Tottenham Hotspur, Matt Doherty to Dele Alli, and the former Spurs boys link up, and Dele Alli shows why I'm converting him from CAM to centre forward, and possibly in the future striker as well. He bags a first half brace as we go 3-0 up, and he was really running the show in the first half, and right before the break, still up by 3 goals, Neil Maupay gets his second of the season, both coming in the Carabao Cup. First burst Burton Albion, and now against Cambridge United, the French forward gets his second of the season, and it is 4-0 at the break. And Dele Alli, you would have seen as well, for the first goal he scored in our second goal, he won the ball back. He tracked back to win it back and then turn in from close range. And for the 5th goal we scored in his 3rd of the game, it was the same. He tracked back to win it. We came on the break, and Ali gets his 3rd of the game and the first hat-trick of the save. And if you would have said to me that the first Everton player you'll have get a hat-trick for you was Dele Alli, I would have been like, is he even going to play? You know, at the start of the save, I would have been like, how can that be possible? But it is the first hat-trick of the save, and it's Dele Alli. Dele Alli is back at Everton from his loan spell last year at Besiktas, and he's got a hat-trick here in the Carabao Cup as well, and this is why I'm converting him to centre forward again, possibly in the future striker. Yes, admittedly in this game he played on the left hand side, but even so, this guy can finish. We know that. He's got a good finish on him. He's a goal scoring midfielder. And in this game, he was absolutely class. But not just for his goals, but for his overall play. Winning the ball back. He did it several times in the game. And 2 of those times where he recovered the ball resulted in 2 goals for him as well. Hard work brings its own reward. Ali, proof of the pudding right there. And I remember at the start of the save, I saw a lot of comments from you guys in the comment section saying we'd love to see a Dele Alli redemption arc. We'd love to see a Dele Alli revival. Well, this is his contract year. He's out of contract come the end of the season. I haven't made a decision on his contract plans yet, but well, on the basis of that performance, he certainly deserves one. Got to keep feet on the ground, though. It is, to be fair, lower league Cambridge United. Still into the last 16 of the EFL Cup, and Ali with a hat-trick was great to see. Following game, a little bit more important, though. Remaining at Goodison Park, but now welcoming Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool and heading into this game here against the Reds. First Merseyside derby of the season. Last year, we had 2 games against the Reds, both in the league. We drew the first one at Goodison and then lost convincingly at Anfield. Heading into this game, though, it was the worst possible start. I've been pretty solid defensively to begin the campaign off, but there is nothing you can do about that. I mean, seriously, that's one of those AI on Ultimate Goals where you just got to put the controller down and say, do you know what? Can't really do anything there. Salah loops it over Pickford into the top corner, and there's nothing my club captain or myself can do about it. His third of the year makes it 1-0, and then Darwin says, well, if Mo's going to do it, I might as well do it myself. He also loops it up over Pickford, this time with chip shot on a 1-on-1, beats Jordan. Tarkowski can't get back on time to clear off the line, and the Uruguay makes it 2. Totally honest here, didn't play very well in this game, had no chances on the offensive end whatsoever, didn't get going at all. There was no real connection between our midfield and attack, and Liverpool just comfortably won this game, really. It was one of those games where, like, they didn't exactly dominate, they just controlled the game. Do you know what I mean? They just controlled the game, yeah. 2-0, sorry, the final score in that game, and the Reds get a very comfortable win in the Merseyside derby. You know, if we win a Merseyside derby, and I feel confident, fingers crossed, touch wood we will at some point, it's going to be amazing, but you know, right now, we kind of go into the games thinking, if we get a point, it's a bonus. You know, we're a team in transition, we're a team that's rebuilding. When we take on our great rivals, you know, it's okay if we lose. It's not disastrous at the end of the day, even though the fans were booing like crazy. But for the following game, taking on Leeds away at Ellen Road, obviously parted ways with Jesse Marsch on Monday. I have to say, it was a very bold decision for them to see out the transfer window with Jesse Marsch, not replace him in hopes they could possibly make a few more signings with a new manager coming in, but they replaced him on Monday. I have to say, you know, I like Jesse Marsch, I do, but I think it was the right decision. He did a really good job last year keeping Leeds up, coming in halfway through the season, but they've had a really, really poor record, and I think it was probably the right thing to do. Their form has been terrible, and to be fair, how they didn't beat Forest on Sunday, I do not know. They played a really good game, they were the better team. It's fair, Keylor Navas was superb, wasn't he, on his debut, but I like Jesse Marsch, I do, and he's shown what he can do at the top level. I think he'll get another job and he'll do okay, but I think it probably was the right decision, all things considered. I guess we'll have to wait and see whether a change of manager will keep Leeds up. But anyway, taking on away at Ellen Road here, this was a terrible start, absolutely terrible. We had 2 goals down early. The first goal was just shambolic, and it was one of those games where nothing was going right. First 2 goals were avoidable, then Calvert-Lewin gets an injury, and then 40 minutes in, once again, all 3 goals were more than avoidable, and especially in the case of the first and the third, trying to pass out from the back, surrendering possession cheaply, and Wilfried Gnonto makes it 3. So we're 3-0 down, heading into the break, and we've also got an injury for our top scorer DCL. One of those games where the FIFA gods turn the other way and say, you're on your own, bro. You're not getting any luck in this game whatsoever. But I thought, you know what, let's just, you know, keep ourselves out there and try and at least make the scoreline a little bit more respectable, if nothing else. And right from kickoff, we would get back in the game in a glimmer of hope. Milan Van Uwijk, our new signing on deadline day, storms down the right for his first assist for his new club, whips one to the back stick. And it's a second goal in 3 Premier League games for Callum Hudson-Odoi. Heading into the back stick, it's 3-1, and then right from kickoff, as play continued here, we played to the whistle. The referee didn't blow it for either the tackle or the half-time whistle, and we took full advantage of the extra minutes on the clock. Dele Alli, starting in the Premier League for the first time under my management, finishes home from close range, and out of nothing, we scored 2 goals in stoppage time in the first half to go from 3-0 down to 3-2. And at half-time, I said to the boys, I did a Cavs versus Warriors end of game 6 talk, and I said, they messed up. They messed up. Momentum is on our side, and now it's all about, can we take advantage of it? And from kickoff in the second half, the answer was yes, we could. Dele Alli is back. A goal right before the break, a goal right after the break, a fantastic finish after he worked the ball forward from kickoff, and it's Leeds 3, Everton 3, and with 10 minutes to go, Ali wins it back. Gallagher rolls it through to Hudson-Odoi, offloads to Michaelenko, and the left back doesn't really catch it. Simple save from Meslier, really, as he turns it behind for a corner. But even so, a draw from coming back from 3-0 down would be a great result. But do you know what would be better? A win. From the resulting corner, Hudson-Odoi whips in, And Eric Dyer heads in his first of the season and first for Everton as we celebrate with the travelling fans a famous comeback win and one of my greatest comeback wins ever. From 3-0 down, we come back to win 4-3. And it was the former Spurs and Chelsea boys that got the goals. Ali with a brace, Hudson-Odoi with one, and Dyer with a game winner. I always say, if you're going to score your first goal for your club, make it a memorable one. Not many more memorable than that. 4-3 the final score, and without question, one of my greatest comeback wins ever. And when we made it 3-2 at the break, I knew we were going to win it. I knew we were going to win it. Even though we were still trailing, even though DCL was still hobbling, I knew we were going to win it. I knew we were going to win that game after that fantastic end to the first half, and we did. Jesse Marsch, job, probably wouldn't survive after that comeback win for us there, but what a fantastic comeback, what a turnaround. And in the case of Dele Alli, 5 goals in 3 games for the former Spurs and MK Dons man. He's playing for a contract, and whilst it's very early days, well, performances like that are definitely justifying him getting a new deal at some point. But that will end today's episode of the Realistic Career Mode, guys. Big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed. If you haven't, please drop a like. Most love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you for the next episode of the Realistic Career Mode very soon.